Transurfers and the Transurfing Curious. I am Renée Garcia and this is Transurfing TV, the only official YouTube channel for reality transurfing that is endorsed by Vadim Zeeland, the author and creator of reality transurfing. So, day 13. I love this one. I love this one because I'm a chick and I want to look good, right? I want to stay young looking and, you know, have that je ne sais quoi, right? Have that ability to be charismatic. I teach this a lot in my Becoming Magnetic course. Actually, a lot of this lesson is what my Becoming Magnetic course is about. So, yeah, this is day 13, the soul's attractiveness. And I think the reason that this speaks to me so much is because I actually looked a lot different even quite a long time ago, let's say 15 years ago when I was 25 or when I turned 30. I actually looked older then than I do now, and it's now 15 years later. So I have really dramatically changed my physical appearance with reality transurfing. And I know this sounds wild, but like I am feeling my best. I'm looking my best. I feel like there have been a lot of attributes of what used to make up my physical characteristic that have come off. So Vadim actually says in this lesson, I think it says something about your face becoming more symmetrical. And I just have noticed a lot of different physical changes, like actual physical changes. And we all know that our cells and everything in our body regenerate, and we're constantly regenerating. But I really do believe that when you change that programming in your mind, and a lot of it has to do with slides, playing different slides, your body physically will start to respond. And it is a trip. Like I see people that I haven't seen in 10 years and they're like, what? They're like, wow, you look amazing. And I'm like, thank you. I'm a reality transurfer. So things are good. And I like this lesson a lot. So we will get into it, the statement, the interpretation, and then I will give my 2 cents and ask you all a few questions about what you can do today to heighten your soul's attractiveness. So day 13, the soul's attractiveness. Statement. What is the secret of attractive people? They have thrown out of their heads the negative slides and replaced them with positive ones. The attractiveness is in the unity of soul and mind. An attractive person is in a state of celebration of the soul, enjoys life, and loves themselves without a hint of egotism. Such people are few, but you can join them and increase the number. It is therefore necessary to turn yourself towards your soul, to love yourself, and to take the road towards your goal. This will change not only your personal qualities, but you will become physically attractive, your face more symmetrical, and your smile more charming. Yay, that's awesome. I mean, we all want to have that kind of stuff, right? That is you glowing outside because your inside is glowing. The secret of attractiveness lies in the unity between soul and mind. When one is pleased with oneself, when he or she loves him or herself, and inner light springs out of that person. He or she lives according to his or her credo. This is the thing that is often lacked by people. That's why they are so attracted to such a person like moths to a flame. On the energy plane or the energetic plane, attractiveness manifests itself as a pure broadcasting of unity between the soul and the mind. As you exercise your power, you develop in yourself an unusual ability to influence people and induce sympathy in them. One with excess free energy provokes interest and goodwill in others. If you find it hard to love unconditionally, state the following thought form often. I am filled with power. I have powerful energy, and every day it becomes more powerful. I glow with the energy of love and charm. I am a pure energy source. People feel my energy and feel sympathy for me. When you see that people really sympathize with you, be sure to note for yourself that the technique actually works. This is necessary for the mind because it always has doubts. Am I capable of that? So, okay, first of all, I want to say, I know it translates a little bit weird saying, people will have sympathy for you. And he doesn't mean sympathy like, oh, I feel bad for you. It's not like that. Sympathy, I think what he's trying to say here is people will want to know you. They'll want to help you. They'll feel connected to you, right? They'll feel like they want to embrace you in a way. And I teach this a lot in my Becoming Magnetic course, and it really, really is powerful that when you are in tune to your heart, your soul, and your mind and soul are working with coordinated intention, and you are happy because of it, and you are feeling life. I know Matthew Barnes asked me a few weeks ago, he was like, hey, we did one of these transmigration podcasts, and afterwards he said, hey, I was walking down the street and I noticed people were like checking me out, like responding to my energy. And I'm like, wow, I get that all the time. I mean, I'll go out into public, and sometimes when I'm in the right mindset, when I'm running my day from pure heart and mind coordination, and I just feel alive, and I'm just kind of moving through my day feeling like, God, how could this get any better? I'm not saying anything to anybody, but people are opening doors for me and trying to talk to me and trying to engage with me. Maybe somebody will give me something for free. Maybe, somebody will, actually the other day I was sitting out in front of the grocery store in my car, just on my phone, and a guy walked over and tapped on the window and said, excuse me, I really like your car. And I said, thank you so much, because I drive this really cool classic Riviera. And he was like, I really like your car. And I said, thank you so much. And he said, I don't mean to intrude on you, but do you have a boyfriend? Would you like to go on a date with me? And I was like, no, I'm cool. Thank you. I do have a boyfriend, but I really do super appreciate you saying that, sir. And it was very, very nice. And that day that happened, I was really feeling that heart and mind coordination thing going. So I think what Vadim's saying here, and I'm going to use my own words from my Becoming Magnetic course, we all have a fire inside of us, and most people's fire is doled down with life, right? He says here, I glow with energy of love and charm. I'm a pure energy source. People feel my energy. So really what this is something that is inside of you that is really a culmination of the energy that's created via living with heart and mind coordination. And in my Becoming Magnetic course, what I teach is how to really fuel that, right? How to get that fire burning like brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter. And you could be the least attractive person in the world. You could be, just nothing distinguishing you from you wouldn't be a Hollywood movie star. You could be the least attractive person in the world. But if you lived with that fire inside of you, fueling that fire daily, living that heart and mind coordination, feeling content and happy with yourself and your reality, people simply cannot resist this. It doesn't matter what you look like externally. People will, and we all know somebody like that, right? Somebody that's deemed attractive in an interesting way. You know, there's actors like that. People that aren't necessarily attractive, but when you watch them, you're like, damn, they've got a lot going on, right? So this is exactly what Vadim is talking about here, the soul attractiveness. So a couple of questions that I would present to you all today. First, and I know this is a little bit of a challenging one, but what sort of circumstances do you currently have in your reality that you feel might be keeping that fire down, right? Are you doing something every day that you don't like? Like, are you going to a job and as soon as you walk in, ooh, I don't want to be here. You know, is that happening to you? Is that quelching that fire or not adding to the fire? And then secondly, what can you do to get that fire going, to get that glow going, to get that energy circulating, to get that heart and mind coordination going? And one of the things that I teach in my Becoming Magnetic course is that when we are actively doing the things we love, and we stop that search, right? We decide to just let it go, whatever it is that we're looking for, we just let it go and just do what we love. Tap into what we love, get that heart and mind coordination going, get that energy circulating. Then that thing that you want it gravitates to you. You're like a magnet because people cannot resist this quality. So what can you do today? And why are you thinking right now that you may not be capable of doing this, right? May not be capable of getting this fire going. And what can you do to get the fire going? So really some of this has to do with some limiting belief stuff. And then the other part is just following the concepts, tapping into that heart and mind coordination as much as you possibly can. And all of us have free time right now. So why don't we dive into something we truly love to do and get that fire going and get that soul attraction, that attractive nature kind of going, because there's going to be a lot of opportunity here in the future. And if you are shining brightly and you are happy and people gravitate towards you and you're magnetic and you can feel alive via your heart and mind coordination, man, you got a good chance to come up because, you know, you're going to attract some good stuff. So this is all a very, very, very powerful opportunity with what's happening externally, and then also taking these lessons and fusing them together and becoming more attractive, becoming more in line with the higher version of yourself. So I can't wait to hear your comments on this one, guys. I'm actually a little sad that this one's not going to air for about a week because this one was a really good one for me and I'm absolutely in love with this lesson. So I can't wait to hear your thoughts on it too. So question, please, if you have any questions, I will answer, and like and comment below. Bye.